Ever wondered what do AI scientists actually do? What are their tasks? What are their challenges? And what does the job really look like in 2025? Hi, I'm Rawlani. I'm a senior AI scientist with 5 years of experience in this field, and today we'll be discussing on what do AI scientists actually do. According to PwC, AI engineer and data scientist are the most sought after jobs in 2025, and these people command 56% premium on salaries compared to any other tech jobs. So if you're looking for becoming an AI scientist, you must be wondering, what does the role really involve? What is it that you will be actually doing every day? If you're working as an AI scientist or AI engineer, especially in India, here is how you will be spending your time. About 60 to 65% of your time will be spent on software engineering tasks like building a microservice, bug fixing, optimization on performance, and remaining 35 to 40% of your task will be on AI research, that is, exploring and experimenting with different AI models for better accuracy, latency, and cost savings. Let's understand the process of working in a project. First, you'll be part of a sprint planning meeting where you'll discuss about ongoing POCs, how is it going so far, any feedback from client, and any new changes that the team is thinking of bringing in from UI side, middleware side, or AI side. Second, you will be discussing on any new POCs and what AI services are required to fulfill the client's requirements. Third, you will discuss on any R&D on AI services, where you will evaluate new AI models or any new service offered by Microsoft, AWS, Google's or others, which can be integrated in your AI microservice, as well as experimenting with emerging technologies like agentic AI, RAG on your ongoing POCs. Let's discuss one of these scenarios. Say you are working on a new POC where your client is a news agency and they want to create a catalog of all the photos that they click in their field assignment. They want an AI to identify who is the person present in those images, what is the action being performed by that person, and they want the capability to search on your portal based on a person or their actions being performed. For example, let's say a photo of SRK giving speech is ingested in your portal. Now, when the user from the agency searches on your portal about SRK, then all the images where SRK is present should appear in the search result. Similarly, if they search about a person giving speech, then all the people tagged with that action should appear. As an AI scientist, the first step that you will do is to qualify the business requirement. That is, check if it can be fulfilled by your AI engine with its existing capabilities, or do you need to make any changes in it. You find out that your AI engine can identify the person, but it cannot identify the action being performed, in this case giving a speech. So you need to make changes in your AI engine's capabilities. Now you, your manager and the people from other team like UI team, middleware team, UX team will get on a call and discuss what is the effort required to bring in this change. For example, an additional field is required in UI to show the action being performed. UX has to decide where to show this additional field. Middleware team needs to modify the existing API to accept this new action field from AI engine and pass it to UI, which is then displayed on the screen. And you have to explore AI models which can help identify the action being performed by a person. You first check the existing services from AWS or Microsoft or Google to see if they have an API that you can call to identify the action being performed in those images. Then you can check if you can pass the image to an LLM and do a prompt engineering to identify the action being performed. Third, you can check if there is an open source model on Hugging Face which you can use to identify the action. Ultimately, it's you and your team that will take the call on which option works well by comparing the accuracy, latency, and cost associated with each of these options. Once you have selected the option, you will integrate the code in your AI engine, and parallelly, middleware team and UI team would have also made their changes and would be ready to test. Now that you have updated the code, you will first test your entire engine locally. That is, if the new changes works well or not, and does it affect the functionality of any other features in any way. Once the middleware team has created a new API, you will test it using Postman to ensure that the new action field is probably getting posted to the database or not. UI then interacts with the API created by middleware team to fetch the latest result that you have posted in the DB to be shown into the portal. Once the final result is produced, and your team has tested it from end to end, that is from AI engine side till UI, you then get a go ahead from your immediate manager so that you can push the code in staging for QA testing. Meanwhile, you will test all the other tenants to ensure that the updated code does not affect the existing functionality of your AI engine. In staging, you will then ingest as many test assets as you can which are shared by your client so that you can evaluate the accuracy by creating a confusion matrix. Let's say the accuracy promised to the client is 80 to 85%. It actually differs from case to case, but let's assume it's 80 to 85%. And let's assume that you're not able to reach this desired accuracy. So you'll go back again to the drawing board to identify areas of improvement. Is it a better prompt fine-tuning required in this case, or a different LLM model required, or maybe a different open source model works best in this case, or maybe a combination of all these approaches works best to achieve this 85% of accuracy. Once you have tried all your options and you have reached the 85% of accuracy, only then you will create a final report of total tokens used, total time taken by your AI engine, accuracy achieved over a large sample size, and changes you have made, and update this documentation on Confluence. The same is presented by you in sprint demo, and based on the feedback you will again make changes from your end. Meanwhile, QA team, which is also responsible for testing the entire functionality end to end, will raise the bugs on Jira against UI team, middleware team or AI team in staging and present their test coverage and pass percentage. You will then fix the bugs raised against your name and incorporate all the changes that were requested by your team during sprint demo. Once you have made all the changes, only then you will push the final version to production and ingest all the required images to be shown to the client. So that's the workflow, folks. From understanding business requirement to testing and delivering the final product. Once you go live, you'll keep on making changes based on client's feedback, which again you discuss with your team in next sprint planning meeting. That's it for today, folks. If this video helped you in identifying what does the AI scientist actually do, then please like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.